welcome back to the channel on the college process. Once again, I'm Ed from Principia Prep, and today we're going to be going over, do you qualify for federal student loan forgiveness and the latest details on the program. But before we begin, if you are new to the channel and are looking for additional college content, please hit the subscription button down below. It will notify you when new videos do come out, as well as if you do enjoy today's video, please make sure to leave us a like. It does help the channel. As well as if you got any comments or questions in today's video, just leave them down below in the comment section. I do answer all your comments or questions you guys leave here on the channel. As well as, once again, we are running the James Lewis Memorial Scholarship. So if you want to be eligible for our organization scholarship program, or if you want to help us out with the scholarship program, very simple. Down below in the description is the link to the video to show you guys how our scholarship program works. As well as also in the description down below is our organization's Venmo, as well as our Buy Us Coffee, if you want to help support the channel here, allowing us to keep making these college videos for you guys out there. And all that being said, let's jump right into today's video. Do you qualify for federal student loan forgiveness and additional updated information? Now right off the bat, after I made this video here, which was just a day ago, basically giving you guys the information how the whole program is starting off and how it's going to work, a lot of you guys sent me, basically flooded me with a bunch of questions through email, through text messages, even here on the YouTube channel. So I elected the best way to kind of go through this whole process and tell you guys if you're eligible or not, as well as give you guys more details and answer a lot of your questions, was just make another video, just make it easy for everyone. So right off the bat, one of the biggest questions I got across the board was when everything kind of came out, which is right here from the Biden administration here, illustrating what's going to happen with the federal forgiveness program here. A lot of you guys were asking, well, does this include couples and is the income increased? And the answer is yes. So for couples, your threshold is $250,000. And for both you guys, for the single, $125,000, as well as for the couple, $250,000. That's the adjusted gross income they're going to be looking for, by the way. In addition to that, another question I was asked was, well, what happens with current students? Is the loan forgiveness just for graduates, people who have already graduated college? And the answer is no. This also counts current students. As long as you guys had taken out federal direct loans before July 1st of 2022. So if you're looking to take out a loan going forward for this year, it's not going to work. So you guys are thinking, well, I'm going to jump on the bandwagon and get a loan this fall for 22 fall semester. They're not going to count it in the loan forgiveness right now. It's the way it's basically written. It may later on, but I doubt it. Now, if you're using these loans, obviously, to help pay for college, different scenario. But if you're using the federal direct loans to get the loan forgiveness for this academic year, I would not be going down this route. It's not going to work out. Now, additional news came out about the income side. And let me explain to you guys the income side of this, because a lot of people were asking, are they counting the parent's income or the student's income, especially when the student is still in college? This is a very big question that's been coming up a lot. And let me answer that question for you here. If the student is still in college, they're technically deemed dependent on you, regardless if they're 18 or 21, by the way, so those ages don't matter. Okay, as far as the world of college, your student is not deemed independent until they reach one of these, until they have one of these situations pop up. Right off the bat, they have to be age 24 or older to be independent. They also have to either be married, have a dependent, be active duty, or in some cases, if there were a ward of the court, these things here make that student independent. Or if there was a special judgment done by the college deeming them independent of the parent, then yes, then they're independent. Which means, the way they're doing it now, if your student is still a current student in college, you are eligible for the federal loan forgiveness. They don't have to be graduated. A lot of people are asking this question on the channel, email, text messaging me about it. They don't have to be graduated yet. They can be a current student. However, for current students, they're not checking the student's income. They're checking the parent's income. Which means if the student's parent made over $125,000 as a single individual or over $250,000 as a couple, you guys don't qualify for loan forgiveness here. Now, if the student obviously did graduate college, then they're independent of you. You guys are not in the mix as far as the income is concerned. But if they are in college and they do not match one of these criteria here to make them independent, their income is technically irrelevant for the loan forgiveness from what's come out this morning. So it's just things to think about as you go through the process. A lot of people have been asking me, is it the student income or the parent income? And it depends. Students in college, they're dependent of you, it's the parent income. Student is not in college, they've already graduated, it's the student's income. If the student is independent of you based on these criteria right here, then it is the student's income. So those are the three criteria to kind of figure out where you guys are in the mix as far as an income consideration is here. And then another thing that popped up, another question parents were asking me was, are we eligible ourselves, parents, if we've taken out Parent Plus loans? And the answer is, at this point, yes. Which means technically, as I talked about in other videos, we're in a weird way may be able to double dip here, where essentially the student might be able to get $10,000 or $20,000, depending if you got the Pell Grants, off in addition to the parents getting additional $10,000 off because you guys had Parent Plus loans. Now, obviously, we're waiting for more information to come out, but according to NPR, which came out this morning, they are looking at basically allowing us to double dip. But I'm not saying this is going to happen just yet. It's something I've talked about before, and it would be extremely beneficial if we can get $10,000 off the students' federal direct loans and $10,000 off the parent federal direct loans. That would be amazing, because then technically everyone can basically get $20,000, whether they got Pell Grants or not, based on the fact that you guys took out Parent Plus loans. But I'd hold off on this and wait till more information comes out. The next question is, if we do believe we're eligible, how do we even apply for the federal loan forgiveness? Now, right off the bat, there's basically around 43 million of you guys out there who are somewhere in the mix of getting the federal loan forgiveness program and getting into it and getting the loan forgiveness back, whether it's a $10,000 or $20,000 and so on and so forth. The way they're doing it right now, the way they've indicated right now, is 8 million of you guys are automatically going to get it. It's just going to automatically get it. And you're probably wondering, well, how do 8 million of us get it automatically, but not 43 million of us get it automatically? And the reason is because many of you guys, 8 million people they're basically estimating right now, did the FAFSA form last year for the 21-22 academic year, which means technically they already have your tax information in the system. Now, those who did not do a FAFSA form last year, the bulk of you guys who didn't do a tax return last year, you guys are going to have to wait till they come up with paperwork. They've already indicated there will be a paperwork process in place soon enough, we're not sure yet, but very soon, to get you guys your loan forgiveness as well if you're eligible. Very likely, by the way, it's going to be some form of the FAFSA form process where they're going to ask you to go to studentaid.gov, sign in as either the student or the parent, one or the other, using your FAFSA IDs, also known as your FSA IDs. These will log you in, and very likely they're going to use a process they've already done through the FAFSA called the FAFSA IRS Retrieval Tool, which basically means you just upload your taxes directly from the federal government, i.e. the IRS office. So that's more likely how they're going to do all this, by the way. Also, if you guys didn't qualify or don't think you're going to qualify for the federal loan forgiveness program, I am going to have a video just for you guys as well, for the families who don't qualify, things that you guys can go out and do after December 31st ends the moratorium on the forbearance. So I'm not letting you guys off the hook here. I'm going to get you guys a video in the next week or so. And all that being said, you guys have any questions, any concerns, I do answer all your questions you guys leave down below in the comment section. As well, if you do enjoy today's video, please leave us a like. It does help the channel. As well as on the screen is my contact information. If you have any questions, any concerns, please feel free to reach out. I do answer all your comments and questions you guys send out to me. That's on the screen, by the way, is my cell phone number. So if you want to text me, I do get back to you very quickly if you text me. Email is the second way to get a hold of me, the second quickest way to get a hold of me. So if you guys do need help, I do sit down with families on a one-on-one basis through Zoom for any of the help on the college process, admissions, financial aid, loan forgiveness, and so on and so forth. And other than that, thank you for watching today's video. Once again, my name is Ed from Principia Prep.